am VC and welcome to VC Crypto Nation. Okay, now a little bit here. This is an introduction video because I feel like I've never taken the time to introduce myself. So let me introduce myself. Okay, I am been in crypto for over 7 years. I am a venture capitalist. My profession is to find ideals, corporations, and businesses, and basically take them to the next level. So my job is to take businesses, help them scale, and take profits from that. Meaning, find something that makes money, make it worth 10 times to 100 times that money, take my profits, and move on with my life. That's what I do for a living. I'm a marketing sales guru. At the end of the day, I own multiple marketing firms. I own a ton of different types of businesses, and I have been a resource for other businesses on how to scale their businesses, right? So what I do is basically consultation for companies, right? So if a company needs to make money, if you have a business and you want to make money, you call me. I go over your business with you and I give you simple ideals to 10x your business, right? You can easily, well, the services are real simple. Most people want to make 20% more profits, and I show you how to do that real easily. So companies pay me $5,000 to come out to their office and spend a day with them, go over their information, and give them ideals. If they hire me, it's about $50,000 to $100,000 for me to scale their business up 20%. And a lot of times I get parts in the company which basically incentivize me to help them make more money because I own their stock, and then I sell out of my options and basically move on. Now, this has made me a very, very wealthy individual. Now, the one thing about my life you have to understand, the reason why I'm very successful is just because of somebody, the guy up above, and whatever you want to call him and whatever religion you are, I am highly spiritual, and I believe that I am truly blessed because these skills and these abilities that I have to constantly win is only given by one entity, right? And that's what it is. So at this time in my life, I have reached the point of retirement. I've been retired for about 4 years. And as I was sitting around through this entire 4 years, the pandemic, and I'm watching this, I'm seeing a bunch of people struggling, not having anything, literally dying when starving, veterans on the street without homes. And, I do a lot of like charity projects to feed the homeless, shelter the war veterans. And I've been in charity for a long time. And what I realized was charity doesn't do anything at a very high level because there's so many entities taking money in the charity that it doesn't always reach, right? So I've done feed the children, I've done all types of things, guys. And, I've just reached a point in my life that, I've been looking for something to allow me to help masses amounts of people change their life, right? So I've been considering, writing a book. I've been considering about creating a business model, which I did. I created a business model that allows you to own and operate your own businesses. And but it takes a lot of work to do that, right? And then I've been watching blockchain technology for over 7 years because I believe blockchain technology would change the world one day. And that day has come. That day has come last year. And during that time, I was going through TikTok, and I realized there was a lot of people that had no idea what cryptocurrency or blockchain actually was, or the ideals behind it, and how you can take advantage of the current state of crypto. And people telling you, like Wendy O telling you, don't buy Doge. Doge is a meme coin, guys, and it was at 0.002. Right? And I'm like, you should buy Doge. You put $1,000 in there, you make $1 million, right? And I realized that after watching all these crypto experts, that they were just average people with no background, no business experience, no economy experience, nothing. They don't buy and scale companies. They're moms, their dads, their family people just like you, and they're sitting around their kitchen table, and they found crypto before you. So by getting into crypto at that time, they had already did 100 or 200x, 300x, or 1000x because they just bought something a lot earlier, just kind of like a lotto ticket, right? So it's like a lotto ticket person telling you after they hit the lottery that this is how you become wealthy. getting lucky in the lottery is not how you become wealthy. It's just that you got very lucky. So all your influencers that are on TikTok and crypto have just basically been in the game before you, which makes them a so-called expert. And that's why, you know, hodling and all the stuff that they teach you is just ridiculous, because it does not work. What you need is a strategy, a system that actually makes money. So over the last year and a half, 2 years being on TikTok and all that, I've had many accounts banned because I talked about XRP. I talked about how there was a recession. I talked about how there was a war coming, right? And TikTok bans you when you give information, when you tell people what's happening, when you talk about black swan events, when you talk about all this. I have called everything from the wars to Bitcoin's top to Bitcoin's bottom. I mean, I have called everything. I'm going to put videos up and things that basically will show you this. I have been in conversations with billionaires talking about crypto. I was on NFTs. I said a year and a half ago that the NFT market will be worth $7 to $10 trillion in the next 3 to 5 years. A year and a half later, the Wall Street Journal and all the big money marketing companies came out, even the banks, and then they said, hey, NFTs will be worth $7 trillion. I said that a year and a half ago. So all the Browns, all these crypto experts, all these people who are sitting there putting their little newsletters together, I have made, my profits have killed them, right? They get excited about 114% gains in a year. We're making 7,000% gains in a day, right? So comparing what I can do to them is just, it's minuscule. I destroy everyone in crypto every single day, every single time. Any of you would have followed any of my calls, you'd be a multi-millionaire right now. And this is why I'm coming to this social media platforms to basically, you know, start a revolution of the people. I want to free the people, right? And why am I doing this, right? And believe me, I feel kind of bad, you know, and I feel like I've kind of, you know, let my blessings down, right? Because we are all somewhat selfish, you know, and greedy on our own terms. And God has been very good to me over my entire life. I mean, I'm talking about like saved my life, taking care of me, guided my family, protected my family, and constantly provided for my family. My skills, my abilities, my knowledge, my brain, the way everything I have is because of God. So, you know, 2 years ago, I came in and I was like, hey, I'll give people some simple coins, and I'll tell them, you know, hey, this is what I'm buying. If you put 1,000 in, you'll be a millionaire, right? And I felt like the masses would, you know, kind of do what I was saying, and then I could walk away happy, going, hey, I pay it forward, right? You know what I'm saying? I can live a happy life, right? And because I could feel like, you know, I owed something for my blessings. You always want to give back, right? So I went on TikTok. I said, hey, you should buy Dogecoin, right? Then I said, hey, you should buy SafeMoon, right? And some people bought SafeMoon and made $400,000 or $500,000 off that one coin. And I've just kind of like called coins. And then I realized that people did not understand. Like, people would come to me after these coins did, like, you know, 6,000-7,000x, and they say, man, I didn't get in because I don't know how to get a crypto wallet, or I don't know how to buy the coin. And then I realized after 4 or 5 months that people don't even know how to buy a crypto wallet. They don't even know how to trade in crypto. They don't even know how to buy the coins, right? So then I started a Discord, and I started it was called the Crypto University, right? And the ideal is to create a university where everybody understands the basics, like Crypto 101, like day one, right? You know, this is what you do. Day 2, you set up wallets. Day 3, you do this. And I've tried to figure out the best way to do this, because keep in mind, I'm a venture capitalist. So we build businesses based on structure, right? So I have to have a platform. I have to have a structure. I have to have a system that basically anyone can follow. So I've worked on that, and over that time period, I've created Discords where I've trained and taught people how to trade, and in hopes that they would teach the masses as they come. And what happened is people became so good at what I taught them, is that people, you know, I would give them their own platform, and then people would be listening to them in my Discord. And then what would happen, that person would leave my Discord and start their own Discord, because the Discord costs $50 a month to be in. So they said to themselves, well, hey man, if I'm doing all the trading or showing people how to trade, then I should get the money. So they would take their greediness and start their own Discord and divide up the community, right? Which is kind of the problem. When you divide a community, you get multiple sources of information. And when you're getting information from a guy who is very successful and information from some people who are using their knowledge from that guy in one particular asset, sometimes when you leave that individual who created the people, then you get not the greatest information, and then you have a misunderstanding, and the people in between, the customers or the followers or whatever, the members, are getting different information, and then they get confused and they make bad decisions and they lose their houses and their cars. And they say, man, I should have stayed in your Discord. This person doesn't know what they're talking about. But you fall for that because people get greedy, right? And I say to myself, if you're teaching someone how to make $100,000 a year, why are you concerned about the $50 a month that I'm getting in my Discords for people to be in a society, right? A community. Because what I'm building is what's called a civilian hedge fund, right? The ideal is to bring together 100,000 to 300,000 people and more to where we're trading and operating in crypto under one ideal, right? Where we're going into the real projects, supporting real companies. What I'm trying to do is teach you how to be a venture capitalist, right? How to take a company, scale it up to 7,000 to 50,000x, where everyone becomes millionaires, and then we move to the next project. What the problem has been is that on my way to building these people up is every time I build a community up, some people in that community feel that they deserve all the money now and they don't have a vision of the future, and they take the little profits. I'm like, no, I'm going to take the 20,000 a month in Discord because I feel like I'm working hard, VC. And at the end of the day, you end up with nothing because you're not me, right? The key to this is very simple. If you take Elon Musk and you remove him from Tesla, Tesla is nothing, right? So when you remove VC from your crypto information, you get nothing, right? So the reason why I'm doing this is because I've been trying to figure out how to build a massive community to work together so that we can work forward and control our destinies inside of crypto, right? Because blockchain is God's money, right? Blockchain is basically was created. It's unstoppable. It can't be stopped. Its technology is the greatest technology ever built. It not only transcends over one thing that we already have, but it transcends over everything from money to business to music to every aspect of life. Blockchain technology will touch, meaning that it will change the entire world and how we live, right? The power of that means that it's going to be worth $100 trillion in the next 15 years. It will control all the money in the next 10 years. 10 to 15 years, it will control every piece of valuable dollar, yen, whatever you want to call it, man. The monarchy is going to be controlled in blockchain. Your IDs, your music, everywhere you make money. It's a new opportunity to eliminate hundreds of thousands of different companies, and where the people will now get, instead of the people making 5% of the profit on their ideals, the people will now make 80 to 90% of the money on their ideals. And this is where the world, this is why I call it God's money. It's because it's where the people will make all the money, and then they will be able to decide where it goes, okay? And what I mean by that is that when the people have the money, think of it like this, right? If you lived in your neighborhood and you were paying 30 to 40% tax or whatever, and everywhere we go, it's 8% tax on food, 8% tax on this, you get a paycheck, you pay taxes, and then you pay to your city for your garbage pickup, you pay for your city taxes, right? But you still have potholes on the road. You go down to your neighborhood, potholes. You go to your neighborhood buildings, not painted. It looks terrible, right? If all the people in the neighborhood kept their own money, right? There'd be less crime because people wouldn't have to rob and steal because they had money to take care of their families. So there'd be less crime, right? But not only that is that people would actually take care of their neighborhood because they live there. So they would get in on community ideals and projects and say, hey, let's paint the plaza. And they would, get together and say, well, it's $10,000 to paint all the buildings, whatever. They would all pitch in. There's 60,000 people in a town. If everyone gave $100, $600,000, you could go into your neighborhood with $600,000. You could fix the roads, fix the signs, clean up the parks, and you can maintain your own neighborhood. See, governments, have created these little individuals to oversee your towns, and then they steal all the money and they take contributions, and they're greedy, just like the people that come to my Discord get trained by me and then start their own Discord. They're greedy, and greed is what kills neighborhoods. That's what kills where we live. Excuse me. Blockchain technology is where we take back our money, and by taking back our money, we build up our companies, right? And we can build up our neighborhoods, and we can fund the programs that we want to fund. Imagine if all the money you sent to Red Cross went to the places that you wanted it to go. Red Cross will raise $40-50 million to $100 million in relief for an accident, but only give out 10 million of it and keep the other 90. Right? And no one ever gets anything, guys. Charities right now, the way they are set up is completely trash. They don't help anybody. Imagine a charity where you put your money into a blockchain charity, right? This is something I'm creating. When we create this charity, you will see your money go into a charity and then go exactly where it's supposed to go, and you will see who got it, right? We're going to create a blockchain platform that pays for healthcare. Everyone will have healthcare, right? There's so many things that we're going to build. I'm going to show you guys to create a world. It's called Crypto University. It's called Crypto Island, right? This is the crypto world. I'm going to teach you guys what blockchain technology is. Blockchain technology is the future of people having freedom. So we're going to go on this journey. Make sure you hit the like and follow button here. I will be the #1 crypto influencer in the world. You will be the person you can say that I started following when he first started his journey. This guy is the most intelligent guy in crypto, hands down. The ideals and the creations that came from this man have changed the world. And I want to tell you guys, it wasn't me, it was the individual and the energy above that has given me these gifts and abilities and these ideals, and it will be done. I will create free healthcare. I will create new ways for towns to make money. I will help 1 million people become millionaires. All right, that's my entire goal. 1 million people to $1 million, right? And you want to be one of those people, right? You definitely do. So hit that like, hit that follow. We will be bringing more information. It's very simple to do. If you want to be part of a VC Trading Academy, I'll show you a little bit there. You go to linktree.com, right? And when you go to linktree.com, you will see right here at the top here, it says linktree.com, right? Linktree.com is right there. This is a website, right? And I'm going to put up another website real quickly to get this going. We're going to kick this off, but there is a thing called Linktree, right? And when you go to linktree.com/venture capitalist, we're going to set up a website to get all this kind of mainstreamed, but there is a VC Trading Academy. If you were in that academy, guys, just on our last trade, you guys would have made 7,000% on our last trade, and you would have been humming, meaning that, you know, at the end of the day, we just taught people how to take 500 bucks and turn it into 20 grand plus. So if you want to be part of that, if you want to be part of the movement, like, follow, and share. And don't forget, come back to the page, comment on all the videos that we make. I'm going to show you how blockchain technology is going to change the world, and it was meant to be. It's God's money, guys. Good luck. God bless.